instructor for the course Creativity and Problem Solving. The reason I chose this topic is it is the most wanted topic from entrepreneurs and first-time founders in Silicon Valley. When I say founders, these are young college graduates who are coming up with ideas to change the world. They have degrees and they have high qualifications, but what sets them apart is they are able to solve problems in the society surrounding them, and I am here to help them how to go about monetizing this idea, how to go about building a product from an idea, scale it into a business. It is easy for a founder who has already been in a full-time job or who has enough contacts with venture capitalists to go about this. But what does a student who is fresh graduate or still in school, how do they go about this? So in my book, the solution book, I teach these tools and techniques in terms of simple one-page templates, just one page. The reason I recommend that we discuss these one-page templates in this course is because for over 6 years I was observing founders who are students, and I found that students come up with really amazing and unique ideas. Observation, and they are extremely creative. What stops a student from becoming a founder or an entrepreneur is how they develop these creative ideas, or what do they do when they hit a problem and they're not able to proceed to the next level. For instance, let's say you have this amazing idea to solve water distribution in your community. You want to make sure everyone gets adequate supply of water, and you came up with this brilliant idea and you're looking for funding. How do you craft this message before you go and pitch this idea to a crowdfunding or a fundraising or to an investor? We have a one-page template. This is called a startup pitch deck template. Questions you need to answer before you develop a fulfilling and a wholesome, a touching and impressive message which your venture capitalist can use to fund you, or people can donate money to make sure your idea is captured in the form of a scalable product which everyone can use. We have a lot of creativity and out-of-the-box thinking techniques in this curriculum. For example, one simple way to develop new ideas or to test new ideas is using the thinking hat method. This is called the 6 thinking hats. When I say 6 thinking hats, it means when you come up with a new idea, you're very, very excited. How do you make sure your idea is valid? You can wear different thinking hats and write down your observation. The first thinking hat you use is for measurement and analysis. What are all the measurements you have captured about your idea? For example, how much will it cost to implement the idea? How many people will it impact? Is it going to be able to sustain itself for more than 6 months? How many team members do you need? So this is the logical thinking hat. The other one is emotional thinking hat. When somebody uses my product, how happy do they feel? Are they going to be engaged with our vision and mission emotionally? So there are 6 thinking hats. This session is covered in 3 parts. The first session will be a warm-up, and the second session I will be introducing basic techniques, and in the third session I will be doing some advanced techniques. So basically it is a 3 session module. If you would like more sessions, we can definitely host more sessions. There are 2 ways in which these sessions can be conducted. The first way to conduct a session would be I will be addressing only teachers and teachers can talk to me about how to customize these tools and techniques for student projects. The second form in which this course instruction can be delivered is just for students. I would have teachers and students in the session, and I will be talking to students directly. Teachers can act as facilitators, and they can pose any problem which they're trying to solve in their school or in their community or in the children's coursework, and we can pick tools and techniques and solve them. And at the end of the session, the groups of students or a single student, they can come up with a one-page summary of the project. So this is how the course is going to be structured. What is the preparation required for this course? Most of these tools and techniques require a pen and paper or a whiteboard, but in some cases, if there is preparation, I will make sure you use some materials which are available in your home. You don't have to go out and shop for something which you don't have. What kind of assignments or deliverables are required? Honestly, I don't think there are any deliverables required, but a one-pager is definitely something the student will be creating or the teacher will be creating to summarize what they learned. We will make sure that every session, each attendee will have something to take home, and this is optional. If the attendee is just auditing, that's fine. There's no force here. But if you're working in teams, at least one member needs to summarize, what they learned. This curriculum would ideally be great for middle schoolers and high schoolers because they have the maturity to use these tools and techniques. But some of these techniques are used in schools, in kindergartens here, because they are related to creativity and there is no age limit. Children can follow this as they're young as 5 years old. So there is no limitation to this. A little bit about myself. My name is Vida Patil. I'm an author and innovation coach. I help startups and first-time founders, and now I've been helping high school students and student entrepreneurs both in the US and in India. I've also been working with some students in the Middle East, Africa, and what I found is they are benefiting a lot from the tools and techniques in the solution book. This is a book which I co-authored with my colleague from Harvard Business School. She is currently based in Estonia. As you all know, Estonia is a country which is AI first. It is considered a very advanced country, and that is because they use tools and techniques like this mentioned in this book. A lot of one-page templates where your thinking and your approach to problem solving is structured, but also it is creative and it is well developed, well crafted. I have worked with professors at MIT Media Lab and Stanford University for the past 4 years, and a lot of what I learned from them and implemented in the startups they run or they work for have been captured in this book. And the goal of this book was to make all that complex information available to high school students, and first-time founders, because they have a lot of creative ideas, a lot of energy, and we would wanted to make it in simple language, make it accessible to people who have the ideas, who have the capacity, and who have the potential. So most of the startups are failing because they don't know how to match products and the need of the customer. So we have this simple chart, should have, must have, can have, or need not have in your product. This is very simple. It can be used by students when they are solving a problem for their community, or as simple as doing their term project. What are the must-haves? What are the could-haves? What are the complete no-nos in your project? Where you're wasting time, with what needs not be there. If you listen to Steve Jobs, and the first tip he tells founders is you should know what to focus on, what to say no to. So this is something we teach a lot in this book, how to focus on something and how to deliver a really classy, a productive product or service. So I hope you found this video useful, and we can discuss further steps on collaboration. Thank you so much, and I look forward to working with you.